Hi, this is Mrs. Greenwood, and today we're going to learn about the 10 obligatory acts of Islam. Now, before we start, what I'd like you to think about is what sort of acts, what sort of things do you do every single day that makes up your routine? For me, I wake up in the morning and I go down, I have a cup of coffee out of a cafetiere, I have porridge. Then I might walk the dog if I'm not at work. And if I'm at work, I go up, have a shower, get dressed, go into work. I do this every single day. It's the same thing. It makes me feel stable. It gives me routine. Obviously, at the moment, because we are not allowed out, this has slightly changed. But you have turmoil and then you go back to rituals and routines as well. So I'd like you to take a few minutes to think about what sort of things do you do on a daily basis every single day. Okay? So, have a think about it. That's the video. Sorry. So, you should have the PowerPoint in front of you called 10 Obligatory Acts, and you can look at that why we're doing this. Okay? Now, we are doing living the Muslim life, and some of you are Muslims, and so you're going to think, well, I know this, I don't need to worry about it. But I'm not teaching you to be a Muslim. I'm teaching you a generic approach towards the Islamic life, and actually sometimes the exam board might ask for things that are slightly different to your form of Islam. Whether you're Shia, whether you're Sunni, could change how you do things, and we'll look at that as well. Now, the first thing that we're looking at is, what does obligatory mean? So obligatory, if you think about it, something you have to do. You have to go to school unless there's a lockdown, in which case you have to stay in the house. Okay, these are things where there isn't actually a choice. You have to do it. It's not, I could do it, don't need to do it. You have to do it, okay? Now, as a Muslim, these are obligatory acts, and that means that you have to do them. It's not a choice. If you want to be a good Muslim, you have to do these acts, okay? So, what sort of things do you expect a Muslim to have to do? Okay. Now, Shia Islam teaches that there are 10 obligatory acts that a Muslim must perform to show that they are good Shia Muslims who truly believe the 5 pillars. And shall we just remind ourselves what the 5 pillars are? We have Hajj, okay? We have Zakah, we have Shahada, we have Salah, we have Saum. So Hajj is a pilgrimage where you go to Mecca. Zakah is giving charity, 2.5% of the money that you earn over and above what you need. Shahada is belief submitting to God, and there is only one God, and his name is Allah. Salah, which is prayer 5 times a day, and Saum, which is fasting, which you'll probably know as Ramadan, but it's actually Saum. Okay, so I just have show you a look at those just to remind yourself. Okay, moving on. So what they would say is that these 10 obligatory acts are things like association with good people, okay? People who are following the laws of Islam, people who are doing the right things. That you shouldn't have evil actions, that you should not do the wrong thing, that you should give charity, you should give alms, I can't say that word, A-O-M, to people. You should only associate with good people, but you should also disassociate from evil people. Just what your parents say. Don't go around with them. They're really naughty. They're really bad. They will take you down the wrong path. Go around with that person. They're fantastic. They will really, really, really help you. So it's a bit like go around with the good peers, don't go around with the bad peers. You should strive in the way of Allah. It's really difficult. If you're following a religion, it's really difficult to find the right path to follow. Sometimes people are tempting you out of the way. And actually, if you want to be a Muslim, you're going to have to try really, really hard to resist that temptation. Fasting during Ramadan. Obviously, when we learn more about this is not everybody who has to do it. If you're young, if you're ill, but if you're in the right health to fast, then you should fast. It's just expected. You should encourage good actions. You should not just be good, but you should encourage people to be good. So at the moment, you should actively be in support people, even if that's just staying in your home. Okay, there's a pilgrimage to Mecca, which is Hajj, which we'll learn about later. Pray 5 times a day, and also give to charity once a year, 2.5% approximately, or 20% of the money that you earn over and above, okay, to charity. Now, all these things are actually rules that anybody should probably be following, because as we said before, it's not just about being a Muslim, it's about being a decent person. And most of these rules and laws are things that Christians, non-Christians, humanists, Buddhists, Hindus all try and do. Just be a decent person. Okay, and the names of these I'm just going to show you. Okay, oops, the daisy, as I said. So we've got Salah, Saum, Hajj, Zakah, Kums, Jihad, excuse my pronunciation, Amr bil Maruf, Nahi Anil Munkar, Tawala, Tabara. Okay, and again, these are all on the PowerPoint that I have put up onto the screen. Okay, so you can look at it as well. It will also be in that booklet that I handed out. So, moving on. Just for the challenge, just for those to push you a little bit more, which one of these acts do you think is the most important and why? Which one is the most important for getting on with people and having a peaceful community? And which one is the most important for faith? Because these 10 acts divide into things that make your relationship with Allah stronger and things that make your relationship with the community, with the Ummah, stronger. Okay? So they're important in different ways and they all mesh together. So, what is the history of the 10 obligatory acts? The 10 obligatory acts were developed by the 12 Imams of Shia Islam. They're all descendants from the Prophet Muhammad. So they're all people that are descended from his sons or daughters. Now, they may have developed them at some point before Sunni Islam. So you've got Shia Islam and Sunni Islam. Okay, just as you have Protestants and Christians, you have different groups of Muslims as well, who all follow the same sort of rules, but only Shia Muslims look at the 10 obligatory acts as essential. Okay, and please come back to me if you feel that that is different, because obviously you have your viewpoint and you might be able to teach me as well. Okay, now they may have developed them at a point before Sunni Muslims had accepted the Shahada as the first pillar, which is why it is not one of the 10 obligatory acts, but is regarded by Shias as essential for becoming a Muslim. Okay. The 10 obligatory acts were, I've already said that, sorry. Now, why are they so important? Okay, now, let me say this nice and slowly. It is important for Shia Muslims to fulfill the 10 obligatory acts because, 1, they were established by Muhammad, okay, and his successors and the Imams, okay. Allah, according to Shia Muslims, will punish those who do not fulfill the acts. By observing the 4 practical pillars, a Muslim is following the example of the Prophet Muhammad, and he is their role model. Okay, and by following him, they'll lead a good Muslim life. Shia Muslims feel confident that on the Day of Judgment, Allah will allow him or her to heaven. And also they are very important in differentiating Shia from Sunni Muslims. Okay, so it's like a badge of identity. If I am a Shia Muslim, I am following the 10 obligatory acts because that is me as a Shia. Okay. Now, you have the PowerPoint, you have your workbook as well, which might have questions in it. The sort of exam questions you'll get will be, state 3 of the 10 obligatory acts, you just need to learn them, and explain how a Shia Muslim can show commitment. This is, how do they show actively, for example, by going to Hajj or by giving to charity. Okay, and then a longer question would be sort of thinking about what is the difference between Shia and Sunni Muslims, which we'll be able to answer as we carry on. You could also research that. That could be your homework on top of your homework as such. Okay, I hope this helped you with the PowerPoint. Okay, I would suggest that you download the PowerPoint as well and look through it and have a go at doing the activities. Okay, even if it's typing it up, that'd be absolutely fine. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.